Good morning from Paris. Bonjour! It is Monday, the 17th of July. As you can see from the Eiffel Tower behind me, we're in Paris. Today's our final day on the ship. We have a tour of the city today, just a highlights tour. And then we'll pack up tonight, be on our way to London tomorrow morning. Hope you've enjoyed the adventure so far.
Against the States, imagine like tennis or what could be rugby. No, you don't do basketball. I'm trying to think like we don't do baseball. So well, soccer, yes. Well, if we lose to the States, there will be someone always. It's been a tradition for decades. Someone that will climb the statue and put a French flag on top of the sword of Mr. Washington. So. Was not the color that you see today? Yes, international orange, absolutely. So red, kind of like this reddish. Think of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. It was like the same color. It was painted like that. You see how busier it is now? Guys, look at the buses up, look at the people up. That's why we stopped. The Arc de Triomphe. So we're going to drive around. So we're going to drive around so you have a good look. Usually that's when people stop listening to my voice and they just focus on the traffic and they go like, oh my God. But today it's very like, it's July, so there's not much happening, but it's as busy as it gets normally. And there are no lines on the ground. Of Paris, les égouts de Paris, the Museum of the Sewage System. So I always have to visit stuff with friends or family members. I dragged my mother there. The son of Alexander III was invited. Nicholas II came over for the inauguration. And we have 37 bridges in the city. This is the one that they consider to be the most beautiful one. And a popular spot for photo shoots. This was named Concorde Square, Place de la Concorde, largest square in Paris. We have an Egyptian obelisk at the very center. It's a real Egyptian obelisk. It's the oldest monument in the city outside of museums. So it's about 3,100 years old. When this was made, Moses was still alive. It was not stolen by Napoleon. It's one of the few things we did not steal from Egypt, so I'd like to mention that. It was a gift from Egypt. And everyone, if you look onto your right hand side, you have the beautiful Tuileries Gardens and a museum that I absolutely love, the Orangerie. The Orangerie Museum. See how dark that section is? They've been cleaning everywhere. I'm going to show you the difference later. So the Louvre is the largest museum. And after that, that place became a prison called the Conciergerie. And that's where Queen Marie Antoinette spent the last 76 days of her life. So if you look onto your right hand side, the very elegant building that looks like a castle was a castle back in the day, and now it's a monument that you can visit. It was a prison up until 1940. Excavated in the 1970s just in front of Notre Dame Cathedral, so where you're going to see the people taking pictures. And you know what they found? They found a Roman bathhouse from 2nd century AD. That's the sign crypte archéologique that you see, archaeological crypt, so you can actually visit that. Look at this. They're getting ready, huh? You know that we know now when they're going to reopen? It's going to be next year. In 2024, they chose a very
It is Tuesday, July the 18th, and we're getting ready to disembark from the Avalon Tapestry 2 board the Eurostar train to London. Tonight's excursion is we have a taste of London, and then we have a dinner cruise on the Thames. So we loved our cruising here on the Seine River with Avalon. Look forward to the extension. Can't wait to be back on our next cruise. So we say goodbye to Avalon Tapestry. Off to London. And we're off. Yeah. Countryside.
Wonder if those are sunflowers over there, or what they are, the bright yellow. Way over that way.
To London.
Excellent view now of the London Eye. The London Eye has 32 capsules because there are 32 boroughs that make up London, and you can get 800 people on that wheel at once. With Big Ben. The hour bell is Big Ben, and it's a 13-ton bell, which is named in turn after Benjamin Hall, who was the commissioner of the works when the clock tower was completed. The riverside elevation of the Parliament building. There it is to the right, and the section which is sheer to the river, where the lights are burning, there is an apartment in there. The only man who is allowed to reside in Parliament is the Speaker of the House of Commons. Bridge, and it was completed in 1894, a masterpiece of Victorian engineering. Now, just before I talk about the bridge, we must talk about this veteran survivor from World War II. This
On the city tour, now we're in ancient London.
And in 1820, George IV, who'd come to the throne, said, I'm going to convert Buckingham House into a palace. He said to Parliament, I need £500,000.
And we're at Buckingham Palace.
Sense of how the dark and blackened the interior of the church was. Candles burning in here, and then smoggy fumes from coal and coke and so forth burnt outside.
The dome of St. Paul's Cathedral.
Pretty hair.
And this is the last resting place of Admiral Lord Horatio Nelson. We saw his monument at Trafalgar Square, but he rests in this under that tree.
The Tower of
Okay,
London.
so we'll meet under there.
up to 400 cast and crew members in here, so I'm sure we can fit all of
We've made it to Hogwarts. Oh my.
Hogwarts, oh my. Up above those floating candles, you'll see that we have no ceiling. Now, the Great Hall ceiling wasn't planned to look like the lights.
This is Harry's dorm. We're crossing the Hogwarts Bridge now. And I'm telling you, I do have a